Hi everyone, my name is Heather and I'm the person behind Happy Puppy Truffles. Today I wanted to share with you guys something that's really super popular in Japan, and it's all of these Deco tape or Deco Rush depending on the name of the maker of the particular product here. But if you imagine whiteout, and I know I think these kinds of whiteouts are available all over the world now, but there's a kind, of course, that's in a dispenser very similar to this that helps you white out something when you've made a mistake. And lots of people in Japan thought, that's such a waste of time. Why don't we just make some cute little picture on that instead? So this is kind of what it became. It's this Deco tape, and you just slide it onto your paper just the same as you do, correction tape, and it leaves behind a little trail of a really cute pattern. Now, these, this one here and this other one here, these are both, cheapo versions that you can get at 100 yen stores. And then there's also the tried and true one made by Plus. And they have these nice little contraptions that hold different pieces that you can slip in and out here so that you can have lots of refills, but then only one main pen. And it really is like a pen, even though this cheapo one is like that too, but you just push on this and then the part sticks out, and then you can easily, hopefully, sweep it across something so that you can create this cool little picture. And I thought I'd just kind of show you guys some of the ones that I have here, and then this cool new one that I wanted to share with you guys when we're done here. But along the lines first of these cheap ones, you can see here, I'll show you guys some of the patterns. And they're meant to be just for fun, and because these are cheaper, they're, they don't maybe stick as good. Some of the, you can see some of the drawing kind of gets a little crinkly. Little strawberries, hearts, little musical notes. This France one's really cute with little macarons and a little Eiffel Tower and some cute little clovers down at the bottom. Most of these are pretty simplistic in their design because they are, just a simplified version. You're, paying less. And I find actually that a lot of these work pretty good. They, you'd think maybe they don't dispense as well because they're cheaper, but I think in some cases they work better. It depends on which one you're looking at. But the tape itself has a little thicker consistency than the Plus ones do, so that's just something to kind of consider. But and this does have a little blocker on it so that it doesn't have too much, air to it. You just pop this part open and it opens it to working. So that's kind of nice. And then, like I said, the main brand one here is this Deco brand by Plus, the Deco Rush brand. And you can just, when it's not extended, you can just push right here and it pops open real easy like, and then you can easily take this piece out and change it out with something else. And then it just slides back in. This part just slides back on until it snaps into place, and then you just push on this part here and it gets the little part to come out on the side here, and then that just lays onto the paper with this white part on top here. There is a grip on the bottom, but you want to have your finger, your thumb here, and kind of hold it. You want to get your grips lined up on both of them so that you can get it to go across the paper properly. And I can kind of show you guys here how that works. See if I can get it to work right. It is really just about, the kind of place you're working though too. If you don't have a smooth surface, it won't work, but I know this isn't in focus. Let's see here. There we go. If you just keep going like this, then the pattern comes out. When you're done, you can just stop. The flatter the surface and all that, the better things turn out. But I wanted to share with you guys just some of the cute patterns that are available for this that my daughters have collected or amassed over the days here and years. Most of them have quite a few variations. It's kind of neat that way. This is a little bunny version that has lots of different things, little bunnies, floppy bunnies, different kinds of bright colors, holding different things here. That one's a fun one. And then there's also now a whole bunch of stuff for Christmas and also for New Year's, with the New Year's animal next year being a sheep. There's a whole bunch of that. This one here has these guys. These are for Christmas. And this whole bit that I'm showing you here is the whole variation. So you can get an idea. There's like so much to it. It's not just like two different variations of the design. To come full circle here to this ornament with the red star, I had to go for 3.5 rows here on this paper to show you guys all of it. So it really is a nice, well-designed, well-thought-out kind of pattern. with lots of stuff there. Let me see if I can find the other Christmas one I have here. Yeah, this one's Christmas doggies, kind of, which is perfect. And this one, too, is kind of like a winter theme. They're dressed up like Santa Claus, playing with the, garland for the tree. Lots of different kinds of dogs, Dalmatians, poodles, little Shiba dogs, all sorts of different fun things there. But the pattern and design work for it is just so cute. This is part more of a summer kind of theme with the dolphins. And the little dolphins are playing with different friends, different toys. I love this little guy, this little shark one here. That's cute. It's just a really adorable idea. And then, kind of along the same summer theme, nice, delicious soda collection. Lots of different drinks, milks and sodas and things like that. Coffee, milk, coffee and stuff. And then this one here too is really adorable with these little ocean animal friends with like walruses and penguins and otters, sea otters. So cute. And just a fun collection of little friends. So I think if you're here, I know they sell these in the States sometimes and internationally. They usually, as with all things, charge you a little more than they should. But I think they're definitely worth it, especially if you can get your hands on these really nice ones, because the patterns and stuff for them are so cool. But then I wanted to show you this new kind of one that these have been around for about a couple of years now. But this new version is a highlighter pen that uses this tape. And it's just a kind of a watercolor combination of blue and green. And it's see-through, so you can use it as a highlighter for when you're taking notes. And it works exactly the same as a regular Deco Rush. So if you have the outer pen, you could just get these replacements and use them that way if you like. But it's called a Moji liner, which is like a word liner or highlighter. But you can see here, this on the paper back here is the way it looks when it's written out, all these different colors here. And when you think about it, the other things I showed you with the cute little animals, if you do that and put it over words, you probably could see through it too. So it's not really that surprising that this is what they thought of as an idea here. But let me show you guys here really quick how it works, if I can get the angle right here. Let me first write something so that you can see. But it's just one of many ways that they're trying to make fun things for you to study with. Kids here have way too many study materials, and a lot of these things are banned from the schools. You're not allowed to bring these things to school, and you're not even allowed to use them on your homework. Some teachers get really angry if you do that. They don't want you messing around with these crazy things like this, but you can just go right over it, and you can see right through it just fine. And it also has a nice little watercolor kind of effect. So it kind of looks like you did it with a pen in some ways, but it's actually with tape. So kind of a cute idea, and just one of the many wonderfully unique things that we have here in Japan, where all of our stationery goods are just so fun and so cool. And if I find some more cool things like this, I'll make sure to share them with you guys in the days to come. Thanks again, Ori, so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!